Hello and welcome to Royal Chronicle. I just want to take a moment to thank you all for your incredible support. May God continue to bless you. I love you all so much, and together we'll keep spreading positivity about Harry, Meghan, Archie and Lilibet. Let's keep growing this amazing community. Like, comment and subscribe as we push for 1 million and beyond. Now let's dive into the fun and start exploring. The UK tabloids have been sent into a tailspin after Meghan's recent dance video racked up an astounding 43.6 million views globally, showcasing her genuine warmth and charisma. Desperate to regain control of the narrative, the British press has launched a frantic damage control campaign, deploying their usual playbook of baseless accusations and character assassination against the Duchess. But their efforts to undermine Meghan's growing popularity on the world stage are proving increasingly futile as her legions of adoring fans continue to rally behind her, undeterred by the relentless smear tactics of the UK media. As the public sees through the tabloids' transparent attempts to discredit Meghan, the British establishment is finding itself on the losing end of a battle it simply cannot win. The UK tabloids were sent into a tailspin as Meghan's dance video racked up an astounding 43.6 million views globally. Desperate to regain control of the narrative, the notoriously hostile British media launched into a frenzy of outrage, with headlines decrying the Duchess's inappropriate and cringeworthy display. Yet their attempts to scandalise Meghan's joyful performance only further highlighted the vast gulf between the public's genuine affection for the royal and the tabloids' relentless campaign to undermine her. As the world celebrated Meghan's light-hearted, humanising moment, the UK press found itself on the losing end of a battle it never had a chance of winning. The UK's tabloid press, ever eager to stoke controversy, has predictably erupted in a frenzy over Meghan's recent dance video, which has racked up an astounding 43.6 million views globally. Sensing a threat to their carefully curated narrative, the sensationalist headlines have quickly shifted to accusations of Meghan's inappropriate behaviour and desperate attempts to portray her as an attention-seeking outsider. However, these desperate tactics only serve to further highlight the press's own agenda, as they scramble to maintain their grip on the public discourse and distract from the overwhelming global adoration for the Duchess's authentic and relatable display. The royal family's response to the surge in global admiration for Meghan's viral dance video has been, well, characterised by a muted and cautious approach. Buckingham Palace has maintained a diplomatic silence, seemingly reluctant to engage with the media frenzy or risk further inflaming the situation. Behind the scenes, however, there are undoubtedly concerns over the potential public relations damage this episode could cause. The palace's strategy appears to be one of damage control, with attempts to downplay the incident and redirect attention away from the overwhelmingly positive response Meghan's joyful dance has received worldwide. The outpouring of love and support for Meghan following her stunning dance performance that garnered 43.6 million views has sent shockwaves through the UK tabloid industry. The public reaction has been overwhelmingly positive, with many applauding Meghan's joyful and authentic display amidst the global praise. There has been a growing chorus of criticism directed at the tabloids' relentless and often vitriolic coverage of the Duchess. Calls for more positive and balanced reporting on Meghan have reached a fever pitch as it becomes increasingly clear that the public is no longer tolerating the UK media's systematic demonisation of the Sussexes. The tabloids now find themselves in damage control mode, scrambling to salvage their rapidly eroding credibility and relevance. Despite the continued attacks from Samantha Markle and the UK tabloid press, Meghan's global popularity has surged in recent months. Her social media following has skyrocketed, with her Instagram account now boasting an impressive 43.6 million views for a recent dance video. A testament really to the public's overwhelming appreciation for her authenticity and relatability. In stark contrast to the tabloid's sustained negative portrayals, Meghan's admirers have rallied around her, praising her for her transparency and empowering presence on the world stage. This newfound adoration has left the UK press scrambling as they struggle to control the narrative and contain the groundswell of support for the Duchess of Sussex. The UK tabloids have, well, resorted to their typical playbook, desperately trying to discredit and undermine the Duchess of Sussex. Digging for any scrap of negative information, they rely heavily on anonymous sources to spin a narrative that paints Meghan in the worst possible light. This relentless campaign of character assassination is fueled by the media's fear of Meghan's growing global popularity, as evidenced by the staggering 43.6 million views of her recent dance video. The British tabloids, sensing their grip on public opinion slipping, have, descended into a meltdown, employing every tabloid tactic in their arsenal to regain control of the narrative. But the public is not buying their agenda-driven attacks as the world continues to embrace Meghan's authenticity and compassion. The UK press, rattled by the global adoration for Meghan's 43.6 million view TikTok dance, is scrambling to regain control of the narrative. Frantic strategies are being hatched to shift the focus away from the Duchess's growing popularity and towards any perceived missteps. However, these efforts risk further backlash from a public increasingly disillusioned with the media's relentless attacks on Meghan. As the world rallies behind her infectious positivity, the UK tabloids find themselves on the defensive, desperately trying to stem the tide of public support that continues to swell in Meghan's favour. The Duchess of Sussex's recent dance video, which has garnered a staggering 43.6 million views, has sparked a meltdown among UK tabloids. This overwhelming global love and admiration for Meghan has left the royal family and the British press scrambling for damage control. There are deep concerns within the palace over the public relations implications, as this viral moment further showcases Meghan's warmth and relatability, in stark contrast to the constant attacks she faces from the UK media. This latest development has the potential to exacerbate the rift between Meghan and Harry and the rest of the royal family, damaging the monarchy's carefully curated image on the world stage. The global fascination with Meghan's recent dance video, which has amassed an astounding 43.6 million views, has sparked a meltdown among the UK tabloids. This underscores the need for a more balanced and nuanced approach to media coverage of the modern royal landscape. In an age where authenticity and transparency are highly valued, the public has gravitated towards Meghan's genuine and relatable persona, in contrast to the often scripted and rigid narratives presented by the traditional media. As the royal family navigates the challenges of the digital age, they must find a way to strike a delicate balance between protocol and relatability, ultimately serving the interests of the people they represent rather than the sensationalist agendas of certain media outlets.